welcome to Manifesting Friday. Yes, it is Friday and it's time to manifest. What is it that you want to bring into your life? I like to do a shout out first to my lovely big boy, Dom. He's 22 today. Whoop, whoop. Big holla to you, boy. And that brings me into a little story. I love stories. One of the stories is my son, as I just said, is 22 today. Wow. But I was told over 23, 24 years ago that I was unable to have children. I couldn't have kids. And it was I was very distraught. I was very upset. And to be married and have a wonderful husband, we really, really wanted children. And I knew within inside of me that I could have kids. But through the doctors and through other medical problems that I did have at the time, they told me no. So what did I do? I started a real prayer practice. I was praying every day. I was trying to put forward of what it was I wanted in for children, how I wanted my children. And I knew I was going to have 4 kids. How I knew? I couldn't really tell you, but I knew my inner voice, my inner bee. I talked to you about my inner bee. That's that little tiny little voice inside of you that just speaks very quietly. Told me I was to have 4 kids. So it led me on a trail, and I listened and I followed, and I knew and I believed. So I believed I was going to have, and yes, I had Dom. Then I had Eddie. Then came Olivia. Then came Owen. Then the barn doors were shut. No more after that. My manifesting for children were done. But it was a belief in me that I knew this is what I was going to do. Also, excuse me, let me get my thoughts in here right. But it was also in manifesting them that I knew I could manifest other things. And I started to believe more in me. And sometimes, yeah, you do fall off the wagon. You fall off, things happen, crap happens to you and hits the fan. But when you start going back to your divine, because she's always there. Your angels are always there. They don't just leave you. Your source doesn't just walk out the room and says, I ain't going to deal with you anymore. No, your source is always, always there with you, always waiting for you. So even when you don't feel like your source is there, they are. Okay? Your universal spokesperson is always there, ready to speak for you, ready to activate for you. Okay? You have a direct line, they are there with you. So, one of the things I want you to try and start doing is starting to write down what it is you want to manifest. Start putting it down, start activating, start bringing it in. What is it that you want to bring forth into your life? How do you want to see it differently? Lots of questions there, but it first starts with you writing it down. Writing it makes it real. When you keep on having it in your head here, it just gets lost. It gets lost with all the other crazy thoughts that are going on in your head. But if you want to start making it real for you, you have to start writing. You have to start believing and listening, but not with so much here. It's with here. It's with the heart. Listening with the heart to know that your little inner bee just down here, down in your tummy area, that little tiny voice is trying to lead you, trying to help you along your way. So this is your time to start listening. How do you listen? Meditation, taking quiet time, sitting, reflecting. You have it in you. Everyone does. You just have to start believing. I believe in you. Me, the guru mama, believes in you all the time. So, what I want you to start doing is start to journaling. Start writing your story. What do you want? If you had no obstacles, none of those obstacles, what is it you want to bring forth into your life? How would you like to see that form? Start using your imagination. You know, Imagination, there is no limitation. Start using it. It's there. We have it in our head. It's there. It's somewhere. Just start pulling it out. Start writing it down. And you can start to believe and start to manifest what you need to have in your life today. It can happen. I manifested where I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting in a tent. Oh, yes. I manifested my tent. I wanted a tent. I wanted to do my service to others in a tent. And what came to me is that I had a lovely, good friend of mine, Phaedra, gave me a tent out of the blue. She said, "This is for you." And I set it up. Yeah, I have a tent set up in my living room. This is my manifesting tent. This is my tent to come in to do my service to others. This is where I do my intuitive counseling. This is where I hold my workshops. And any of you out there who've been here will tell you it is another world. It is so relaxing, so loving, and it is filled with spirit. It is filled with spirit. It is great. So anything that you want, you can manifest. You can bring it forth into you, but you got to start doing your step one. You got to start writing it down, and you got to start believing. And then when you start believing and knowing, then you start to activate it. You start moving on it. Okay? So we want you to start activating. We want you to start moving. We want you to start doing the step number one. Step number one, start writing. Write it down. Okay? I love you all. You have a great, wonderful weekend, and I'll see you on Q&A Wednesday. So if you have any questions, just fire them in to thegurumama@gmail.com, or you can bring them on in and send them on to my Facebook page to Mary June Tracy on Facebook, or my like page, The Guru Mama. Go like it. Do that click button down there. You know, like me, subscribe to my station, and to the eventual, it's going to be the Guru Mama TV. So come on in. The other thing is that I'm also starting a journey club, which is one of my manifestations that have come to me, and I'd like to bring it to you. So starting November 15th is the Journey Club, and it'll be starting out November 15th. It'll be here in the tent, and if you can't make it to the tent, just let me know, and if you're interested, we can make it work, because I am starting to do a lot of online and e-courses. So check out my website, www.thegurumama.com, and check it all out. I have a lot of things going on, and I really want to be of service to you and help you along your journey. Okay? I love you all. Blessings. Have a great one.